What's up, y'all? Yeah, I've been gone for a few days. I had to go handle some business. I've been trying to get my health and my wealth right. Um, Before I start, don't forget, man, please subscribe, like, repost. That's how we finna do this shit big. I appreciate y'all for fucking with me. Uh, Today it's gonna be a quick one. I just wanted to talk like a precursor to the conversation I'm gonna have with Juice about the backdoor situation. Like I don't really like using that term based on it has this connotation of some kind of like scandalousness to it. And it's in when I say scandalousness, it's like you doing something wrong. But in prison, the way people operate is like the best way to operate, and I still do this to this day. I've been out almost 5 years now, and minus the times I'm fighting cases. But the best way to operate is when not too many people know your business or know your next move. Because if somebody else knows your so you have these agents and double agents and cross agents. Niggas in prison really take on these different types of ideologies and these delusions about who they are or how to operate and maneuver in the system. So you have dudes who play both sides, for instance. So you'll have a dude like say if we come to the Bloods, we come to a meeting, right? We call a meeting on a yard, and we discuss it. I'm gonna just make up some people because I don't want nobody to think that I'm talking about them. Say we discussing some nigga named Rick. So Rick is under investigation for either snitching, pedophilia, something like that, stealing, and and so we've already discovered the fact that he's guilty of whatever violation we feel he's violated. With that, now we're discussing how we should move forward with his DP, with his discipline, whether he can remain on the active yard or does he have to go PC from this point. Will he just get jumped on and then he can make it up to the gang later or whatever? And so you always have these niggas who have their own opinion about it. And a nigga who has his own opinion, he might be like, I don't think that's right, that they gonna jump on him. So he might inform Rick, like, hey, them niggas finna jump on you. Either get off on this nigga first, or roll it up, or do something, that's against our code, which is like telling the police or some shit like that. And so you won't know who these double agents are. And you will have, and if you got 15 niggas in this meeting, you really can't decipher who's who, because you might got people that's say if he's not actually wrong, and these niggas is like, well, we don't leave him alone. Nigga might want to take it upon himself and go do something to the nigga, and then try to perpetrate to the rest of the yard, which is the other Crips, Bay Areas, BGS, Mexicans, whites. They might try to go tell them like, oh yeah, we had to get on that dude because of this reason. Or he might do something to him and call his homies like, yeah, we removed him for these reasons. And so the people in other prisons or on the streets will believe that he's done something wrong and he hasn't. Or, like I said, the dude might not feel he's done something wrong, so he might give him a heads up and then he can do something opposite. And so then that's why bro call it the back doors, because like you can only even your closest niggas, you got to be leery of those niggas based on you never know what their true intentions is or how they feel about something, because every man is their own man, and they might agree with you in your face and then go talk about behind your back with somebody else. Prison is treacherous, and you might think this is my like I done had some dog, like I said, my brother was my actual, we got the same mama, and he did a lot of scandalous stuff to me because I wasn't like I never was even I would never even question him because we had the same mother, and that's what led me to being having to like defend myself and then move a certain way with him based on once I became aware I had to like keep it real myself like this, man, bro, I ain't looking at you as a brother, so you gotta move like a gangster with your own brother, which is sad and it's hurtful, but I had to do it. And that's a whole nother story in itself. And I just feel like I don't like that backed up. Like me, I'm just a gangster, and I move accordingly. And so, when it comes down to it, it's like I'm not gonna never be a nigga who do something scandalous. I know my intentions. Most niggas that say that and be lying out their teeth, but I've never had bad intentions, and that's why I feel like in life, like my life is always gonna come out on the other side good based on like, my intentions aren't. I don't have ill intentions, and even all the way around. Like, cause I'd rather just get away from somebody before I have to like move and operate like that. Cause I don't like that. Cause if you stay in that kind of mind state for too long, that becomes you, and then you become a negative person, and then you start to exhibit those qualities without it being warranted. And so I just wanted to say that based on like I don't like that stigma. Like, oh yeah, that nigga will backdoor you. No, what I will do is I'm gonna make a decision with reason and logic and good morals, and whatever I feel is necessary moving from there, yes. Because I'm not gonna never give somebody an advantage over me by telling him like, hey, we finna jump on you, get ready. That's clownish. Because I don't know what his physical abilities is. I don't know where his mind at. I always told niggas in jail that too. Like, you can't dictate how a nigga responds to violence, whatever violence. You can't say, oh, I just wanted to fight, so we gonna fight. Some niggas don't want to fight. They like, nigga, I'm gonna stab you. And I've had that happen many times. Like, I'm not fighting you, I'm gonna stab you. And so I've always had to, that's why when it comes to violence, I come into violence with an intense amount of aggression because I can't afford for you to stab me. I can't afford for you to kill me because I feel like you did something wrong, and I want you to pay for that. And so when me and Juice had this conversation, I just hope y'all understand, like, I also try to come into decision making on a neutral ground. Like, so I don't ever think anything is 100% certain until I know that. And even then, like, you still might be wrong. That's why I want to do it the right way, just in case I made a mistake. Because if I make a mistake, I could be man enough to correct my mistakes. And so I just feel like when we had this conversation, it's gonna be called backdoor, but it's only backdoor because he ain't see it coming. But it wasn't like a malice type of thing. It was like on a gangster level. But like I said, y'all, like and subscribe and follow me, man. I'm back.